To me, that's the community. That's the aspect that is often really overlooked in the discussions that I hear around climate change and in the discussions that I hear around pretty much any sort of resource issue. So I started to seek community, and that has been the most valuable journey of my life. One of those communities that I've been so lucky to find is the Cascade Climate Network. When I started off trying to get involved up here in the Northwest, I was able to find like 3 or 4 students, really amazing people. That's not enough. So we started connecting with other organizations and connecting with people who had come to summits, people who had gone to training camps, people who had taken the choice to act, who had made that choice. And it's become amazing. In 2 years, we have played a key role in shaping our governor's stance on liquefied natural gas.
Yeah, we did.
Woo! When I went to Power Shift, the first Power Shift in 2007 in DC, there were 30 people from the West. And I mean the West, like Oregon, Nevada, Montana, Washington, like the West. And a year later, even though it was 2009, it was still roughly a year later, odd timing in months and stuff like that. Oregon and Washington alone accounted for over 250 students. If you think about what that took for all those 200 plus students to get across to DC right before finals, it cost one plane ticket round trip. How did we do that? We did that as a community. And now, you all are part of the largest regional power shift in the country. So we've all made some really good choices. We've all made some really amazing steps and actions. But we have many, many more of these choices and actions ahead of us. And it's shifting. This is not business as usual. We know business as usual won't work. This is not business as usual. But what are we trying to do? Our challenge now is shifting more to creating the solutions that are the solutions we want, and shifting away from defining the fact that we need solutions. While there's a lot of people that still need to be convinced that we need solutions, that there's a problem, there's a shift, there is a movement in the country, in our states, on our campuses, across the world, that is starting to come together and define the solutions that will create the future we live in. What I'm really interested in talking about in my last couple of minutes here is what kind of solutions we create. To me, we need deep solutions. And what I mean by that is a solution that isn't just addressing economics, that isn't just addressing the environment, that isn't just addressing community. Because when you talk about sustainability, that's really what you're talking about, is the intersection between those three. A deep solution to me is a solution that addresses all three. It's a solution that actually builds that sustainable, just, and prosperous future for all that is the Cascade Climate Network's motto. That is the kind of solution that I want to be. Because I'm not here to demand bold climate action. I'm here to be bold climate action. So I want to thank you all for being bold climate action. Demanding is important, but being it, to me, that's really what drives it home. Gandhi was one one of my favorites to try and think about what he was talking about. He brought up that actions express our priorities. And our actions in the next couple years are really going to express where our priorities as a community lie. Are they going to be actions that are based in economics? Is that where our priority really lies? Are they going to be actions that are based in trying to pick any one of those things? To me, my priority is community. I'm not asking you to prioritize. I'm not asking you to choose my priority. I don't think movement should prioritize. I think there are certain moments when we need to come together to capture that moment and make it real and make it effective. But as a movement that's addressing something as broad as climate change, but we can't even really call it climate change. We're trying to call it climate justice and climate other things, but is it really even climate? In a movement that broad, we can't prioritize. As individuals, we can't. And so my priority in that is community. But what I'm seeing happening is really exciting because there are actually 3 really strong pushes going on. There's this policy push that's starting to happen, that we're finally getting some action. On the federal level, on the state level, where we've actually had it for a while in some states. Yeah, I don't know. There's, I hope I do. There's also sort of a need to halt false solutions, and there's been that for a while. There have been great community-based efforts to stop exploitation of the resources. There have been great efforts to stop liquefied natural gas, to stop coal, to prove that clean coal really just doesn't exist. Yeah. And that's important. It's very, very important. The third part, though, that I really hope we can focus on is defining, launching, and maintaining effective solutions, deep solutions. And that, I think, is really going to be our next challenge. I think that that's really where we're at. Solutions are coming. They're coming from scared corporations, and they're coming from scared politicians, and even maybe some really awesome corporations and awesome politicians. But until we can start deriving solutions from the communities, until we can start realizing that solutions are regionally based and communities are that region, then I think we're going to have a really hard time trying to create an effective solution to the problems we're facing. So I want to sort of end with another Gandhi thing. Our lives are our messages. So be bold, be compassionate, be creative, be solutions. Thank you.